Hello and welcome to the monthly Q&A. If you'd like to get your question answered in a Q&A like this one, then head on over to us.fm/Sharmalade and I will do my best to answer your question as long as it's not too rude. Question number 1, smoke versus vapor. Ian vapes, and I actually gave up smoking a long time ago now when I, got serious about singing, and I went onto a vape. And it's got to be said, I found giving up my vape probably harder than giving up smoking. And I know that I want Ian eventually to give up his vape because he does vape a lot, but he does only vape in one room of the house now. So that's good. But I'm going to have to go with vapor because it's the lesser of two evils. PS4 or Xbox? I think I would have said Xbox like a couple of years ago, but now I think PS4 because I play more games on my PS4. But the Xbox was okay. I've always been more of a PS girl though. PlayStation, like the PSX, PS2 was on my. Remember transitioning from PSX to PS2, and I remember the graphics changing and just thinking, I don't understand how they can ever get any better, how they can ever get better than this, and they did, obviously. Right, someone's written something in a different language and they are a verified user, so I'm intrigued to know what they've written. I've waited so long for love where your heart is. Book to read during quarantine from Andy Mohammed Nafadi. Books to read during quarantine. Oh, you're not going to like any of the books that I read. I read a lot of paranormal romance and it's so niche. I just love the whole fantasy, like romantic aspect of being like swept off your feet in a really like adult way though. And it's not. I did read. Ian got me a book for, I think it was Christmas, and I finished it. It was called The Greatest Secret, I think, and it's about kind of what is it about? It's like learning. It's about awareness and understanding that we are awareness. We're not our body and we're not our thoughts, but we are constant awareness. And it's really interesting. There's some parts of it that I was like, but I'd say like 75% of it, 60%, maybe 60% of it was like a sort of, oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah, I'll try that. That's interesting. So that could be a good book to read. Name your favourite movie from TJ Funa. Favourite movie. Probably, I always say it, Labyrinth and Legend were two of my favourite childhood movies because they were just perfect for me growing up. And The Last Unicorn was amazing. Recent favourite movie though. Don't know if I've got one. What's my recent favourite movie? What would I recommend? I recently watched Run. That was good. I really enjoyed that. We watched that just completely off the cuff. And didn't expect it to be as good as it was. So maybe check that out. It's got the main woman, the main actress in it is the actress from Ratched. Best quarantine food? Probably like noodles. I've had a lot of noodles. I love noodles. But I don't like super noodles. They're called Maggie's noodles, funnily enough, without the E. And I love those. I could eat just packet after packet of them. They're so tasty. Best series to watch on a very small screen? Please help. Why a very small screen? Best series to watch on a very small screen? Isn't everything just gonna be the same regardless? I don't know if I can help you. What's your favourite thing to wear while self-isolating at home? From Calder Podisney. Oh, I feel like I'm really butchering people's names. Interesting how we're getting into the virus questions though, because I've had this, I've got this huge backlog, and now we're hitting like I guess last year when this all kicked off. Favourite thing to wear while self-isolating? Probably nothing, or pyjamas. Also from Calder, for how long have you been in quarantine now? Well, our quarantine restrictions actually just got lifted yesterday. And you asked me this 12 months ago. So the UK had it pretty bad for a while, and we was in quite a strict lockdown. But I mean, it was strict if you followed the government rules. it wasn't strict if you decided not to. Like, people were still going out, and people could still go to, in my opinion, non-essential retail shops to just get gardening stuff and that. But so Ian and I have been shielding because Ian is late onset type 1 diabetic. So we have been shielding since last March, but he did get his jab last month, his first dose, which means I don't feel like I have to shield as much now. So that's really good. And my dad's had his jab. So, you know, people that are clinically vulnerable are getting jabbed up, which is great. So I think that's going to really help towards feeling like, you know, because I just really miss going out for a coffee. It's just something so small, and I really used to enjoy people watching. I know that sounds a bit weird, but just sitting down and feeling life around you, you know, and just seeing people going about their usual activities, and I miss that. So I'm looking forward to, I think pubs can actually open now, I think, but only for outside, sitting outside, and the weather's getting a bit warmer, so hopefully soon we'll be able to do that again. Also from Colder, Animal Crossing or IMVU? IMVU? Isn't that really old school Avatar game? Or not game, it's like a, what is it? It's like a meet up thing, isn't it? Is it a bit like Second Life? I don't think, I've never played it. And Animal Crossing, so I'm going to go for Animal Crossing. I don't own Animal Crossing, but I had the app on my phone and I was obsessed with it at the start of lockdown. I actually stopped playing it. I was playing it every day. Why did I stop playing it? That was a really cute game. I might have to, I think it's because I'm in, with my phone, I've got like 3 games that I enjoy playing. 2 of them I'm in teams for, and I have to get a certain amount of points each week, and so I'm kind of locked into playing them. And then once I finish playing them, because it takes ages to get the points, I'm a bit like, a bit burnt out, don't really want to play anything else. But yeah, probably Animal Crossing. Why people always think that whatever has been said, it's been directed to them and not as a generic opinion. Please don't take things so personally and literally. Are you aiming that at me? Because I'm taking that personally. I think if you're talking about like online, it is really, that's why I think I struggle with texting and stuff and responding in emails and that. I feel like it's so, the way you're saying something can be so mistranslated at the other end. So if it's like an online thing, then I totally get that. It's really easy. I feel like I always come across so moody, and I feel like I come across so moody. I even call my alts moody across most games, because I feel like I do come across as like a really moody person online. I think it's just because I'm so dry and direct, but in real life I'm not that. It's not that. I'm not. Maybe it is. Maybe I am just generally moody. What kind of sport do you wish you could do right now? From Andy Mohammed Nafadi. Nothing. Oh, you know, maybe jogging. I miss jogging. I hate jogging though. I really do. I've had a lull in my working out. I'd actually got really, really fit, and then this was sometime last year. I got really, really fit, and I felt really good. Lowest weight I'd ever been. And then like I just got like quarantine really just like hit me, and I was like, oh, and I started eating chocolate, and now I just think, oh, kind of got to start again. But I am back on the wagon. I have started again. So I think I find people always say with exercise that it makes them feel so good when they've done it. And when I've done it, I'm like wheezing, I need to go and lay down, I've got no energy for the rest of the day, I just feel like crappy. And then everyone else is like, oh God, a rush of endorphins. And I'm like, what? What rush of endorphins? I feel like I'm going to die. So that is it for this month's Q&A. If you'd like to get your question answered in a Q&A like this one, then head on over to ars.fm/Sharmalade, and I will do my best to answer your question. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Stay safe and stay well, and I will see you again soon. Bye.